Hello, and welcome back to the Southwestern Herbal Academy podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that's really at the foundation of everything we're doing here, and that is this idea of why herbal medicine still matters today. Because on the surface, it might seem like an odd question. We live in a time where we have access to modern healthcare, pharmacies, prescriptions, specialists, things that people in the past never had. So it's fair to ask, if we have all of that, why would we still need herbal medicine? And the answer isn't about choosing one over the other. It's about understanding what's missing and where herbs still play a very important role. One of the biggest misunderstandings is that herbal medicine is something outdated, that it's been replaced, that it no longer applies in today's world. But that's not really what happened. Modern medicine actually developed out of herbal medicine. Many of the drugs we use today were originally derived from plants. Aspirin came from willow bark. Certain heart medications came from foxglove. A number of cancer drugs have plant origins. So plants didn't stop being effective. What changed is that modern medicine began isolating specific compounds and standardizing them into pharmaceuticals. And that has real benefits, especially in acute care and emergency situations. But in that process, we also moved away from the broader whole plant approach. And that's where herbal medicine still has something valuable to offer. Modern medicine is extremely effective in certain areas. It's very good at emergencies, infections that require strong intervention, surgery, and life-threatening conditions. But where people are struggling today is often not in those areas. It's in the day-to-day health issues that don't have simple solutions. Things like ongoing digestive problems, low energy or fatigue, sleep issues, stress, mild but persistent inflammation, hormonal imbalances. These are the kinds of issues that don't always respond well to a quick prescription. Or if they do, the solution may only address part of the problem. And a lot of people end up in this space where they know something isn't right, but they don't feel like they're getting real answers. This is where herbal medicine becomes relevant again. One of the key differences between herbal medicine and pharmaceuticals is how they work. Pharmaceuticals are typically designed to target a very specific mechanism. They often block a pathway, suppress a system, or force a particular outcome. And again, there are times when that's exactly what's needed. But herbs tend to work in a more supportive way. They don't usually force the body to do something. Instead, they help the body function better. For example, instead of shutting down digestion, certain herbs help improve digestive function. Instead of forcing sleep, some herbs support relaxation and make it easier for the body to settle. Instead of overstimulating the immune system, some herbs help regulate and balance it. It's a different approach, and for long-term health, that distance matters. Another reason herbal medicine still matters today is because it works well as part of daily life. It's not just something you use when something goes wrong. It's something you use consistently in small ways. A cup of tea in the morning, a tincture before meals, something calming in the evening. These are simple habits, but they build over time. And this is something that gets overlooked a lot. People are used to expecting fast results, but most of the health issues people are dealing with today didn't develop overnight. So they're not going to resolve overnight either. Herbs are well suited for that kind of gradual, supportive process. Another reason herbal medicine matters now is because people have become very disconnected from basic health knowledge. Most people don't learn how digestion actually works, how the body responds to stress, how to support their immune system naturally. Instead, they rely entirely on outside solutions, and that creates a kind of dependency. With herbal medicine, even at a basic level, you start to understand what your body is doing, what supports it, what tends to throw it off. You don't need to become an expert, but even a small amount of knowledge makes a big difference. This is something that doesn't get talked about enough. Herbal medicine isn't just about fixing problems. It's about building a stronger baseline, supporting digestion so nutrients are absorbed better, supporting sleep so the body can recover, supporting the nervous system so stress is easier to handle. These things don't always show up as dramatic changes, but over time they add up. And that's what creates resilience, the ability to handle stress, illness, and change without everything falling apart. A lot of people today are dealing with long-term conditions, and those require a different mindset. They require consistency, patience, and support over time. Herbs are particularly useful in this area because they can be used long-term. They can support organ systems, reduce ongoing inflammation, improve function gradually, not in a quick, dramatic way, but in a way that is sustainable. And for many people, that's exactly what's needed. One of the biggest barriers people have with herbal medicine is that it feels overwhelming. There are so many herbs, so many preparations, so much information. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can start with just a few things, a small group of herbs that support common issues, a few simple preparations like teas or tinctures, and then build from there. You don't need to know everything to get started. So when we come back to the original question, why does herbal medicine still matter today? It matters because modern healthcare doesn't cover everything. It matters because people are dealing with long-term complex issues. It matters because small daily support is often what's missing. And it matters because understanding how to support your own health, even in simple ways, is incredibly valuable. Herbal medicine isn't about replacing modern medicine. It's about adding another layer of support, one that works with the body, one that fits into daily life, and one that helps you take a more active role in your own health. Thank you for being here with me today. If you're just getting started with herbal medicine, I've put together something to help you take that first step. It's called the Herbal Foundation's Starter Guide, and it walks you through the basics in a simple, practical way, so you're not trying to piece everything together on your own. You can find a link to that on my website. And if you're listening to the podcast regularly, just remember, you don't need to do everything at once. Start small, stay consistent, and let your knowledge build over time. That's what makes this work. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.